What's up, everyone? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to another day of quarantine with Christine. I am almost done with like my actual hardcore quarantine, and I'm pretty excited about it. I'm just excited to get to like go get my own groceries again, though it's been very nice that I have so many wonderful people in my life who are willing to bring me things to my apartment. I hope that your Wednesday is going well. And hi Emma Pals. Hi Jess Kirkman. Today, hi Brittany. Oh, Mr. Alex Holt feels alive. Hi Mindy. So, hi Jan. Look at this is like I'm pretty sure the Lauren fan club. It's fine. So I've just been getting on live every day since I've been in quarantine to talk to different people that I enjoy personally about different things regarding COVID-19. And so we talked about all different aspects of it, from like all the medical stuff with Dr. Scott and the psychology with Dr. Michael. We talked about it in Italy with Chelsea and Hong Kong. With my cousin Erica yesterday. But today we are talking with my friend Lauren and her son Asher about moms and kids, because I know that there's a lot of you out there. And even if you're not a mom or you're not a kid or a toddler, whatever you are, I feel like this conversation is probably important for all of us, just because even if you are not currently a mother, which I am not because I'm not responsible enough to care for another human life, and among other reasons, you probably know somebody that is, or a family that has little kids. And so I feel like this is like a good thing to talk about during this time. So I'm going to invite Lauren into this conversation. Where'd you go, Lauren? Why are you not in my thing? Lauren. For some reason, she's not showing up on my list. Hi, Joe. Lauren, where is she? Where are you, Hope for Life? Oh, there you are. There you are. Buddy? Lauren Elaine, that's right. Come on in, Lauren.
Can you say hi?
Hello!
Who is it? No, you remember? We're going to talk to her.
No, I don't want.
Hello!
Hey, okay, she's going to ask us some questions.
Oh,
This is how I imagine
he's
this.
unhappy with me.
Hey, we're going to sit up here and talk to Nini.
No, I don't want it.
Okay, well, when you decide to come back, you just come back. Hello.
Asher Forrest. So, Lauren, that's Asher. How old is he? Tell everybody.
He is... Asher, come tell us how old you are. All right, then come give me your sucker back. I bribed him with the sucker to do this, and he took the sucker and left. So, come here.
That's the best way to do that. Hi, YDMC. Hi, Bart. Bart
He's
Shaw.
he's 3.5. He'll be 4 in June.
Hi,
So
Lacey. Oh, take that sucker back. That's what they say.
that's our friend Whitney. Hi, Whitney. Hi, Lacey.
Hi, Whitney. Well,
Okay.
hey.
Here's our star.
Oh, look, there he is.
Hey.
What's up, Abby?
Remember, she's going to ask you a couple questions.
Okay, Asher, can we talk just for a few seconds? Is that okay? Okay, how do you feel? Well, first, Asher, how old are you?
3.
You're 3. That's awesome. What's your favorite color?
What's your favorite color? No, tell her what your favorite color is.
Red.
Red.
Red? I like red too. That's a good one. Wow, look at all these people. Bart, Lauren, Christine, Tommy, Ethan. This is like, hello. Big reunion. Cute
So
kid
fun.
must look just like his dad. I hope he's humble like his dad too. Anyway, Asher, can you tell me, how do you feel about not going to school anymore?
Good.
You do feel good?
Mhm.
You
Why do
like
you feel
staying
good?
home?
Okay.
Do you like to stay at home?
Mhm.
What do you like about it?
We went to Disney.
You went to Disney? So you just made it before Disney shut down. Good job. Good job, you guys. Can I ask you, Asher, has anything made you sad while staying at home?
No.
No? You're just happy. Well, what's been the happiest thing you've done since being at home?
I don't know.
What did we do today that was happy?
Playing outside.
You played outside?
Uh-huh.
Was it nice out?
Uh-huh.
It was
Yeah.
60, which in Indiana, it means you go outside with no coats on. So,
Nice.
outside.
The Plumiers are in here too. Hey, Asher, do you want to play a quick game with me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Okay, let's play a drawing game. Lauren, why don't you be our ref, okay? And you
All
guys
right.
all in here that are watching this can chat too. So what's going to happen is that Lauren is going to give us a suggestion. She'll either pick her own or else she'll read something from the live. And Asher and I are both going to draw it, and then we're going to show you guys our drawings, and you guys get to vote whose is better, okay? So
What do you want?
let's get started. Lauren, what's the first thing we're going to draw?
Give me an
Asher wants to draw an A.
An A?
An A.
And
Yeah.
okay, got it. Okay, I'm going to work on my A.
Hi, Allie. Okay.
Hi.
Draw him.
This is my A.
Oh, okay.
Asher wins. He hasn't even shown his yet.
Let's show your A.
A.
Oh my goodness. The people are voting. Sherry already voted for Asher. So I guess that's 1 point for Asher. What's the next thing, Lauren, we got to draw?
Okay, can you draw a cat?
No,
A
I'm gonna
cat.
draw a parrot.
Oh, a parrot.
A parrot. Okay, a parrot. A parrot. Oh man, that's hard.
Look at my parrot. Look at my little teeny mama.
I'm
Mama,
working
look
on
at my
mine.
teeny
Hold
tiny
on.
parrot baby.
It's so cute. You did a great job.
I'm working on mine, Asher. Hold on.
Mimi's still
This is
drawing.
mine.
Wow, she drew a good parrot. Here's Asher's. This one right here. That's his teeny tiny baby parrot.
Teeny tiny parrot babies.
And I
Ethan
get
likes
my
it.
mama parrot, my daddy.
Wow. Okay, so apparently all the people love yours more than mine, Asher. Let's draw 2 more. What's next?
Okay, what else do you want to draw?
E.
An E?
No,
An
I'm
E.
gonna draw. No, I'm gonna draw blue.
Oh, you want to draw blue? Okay, what are you going to draw?
I'm gonna draw a flower.
A flower.
No, I'm gonna
A
draw
flower.
bugs.
Bums?
Yeah.
Okay. He calls my dad Bums, so he's going to draw a picture of my dad.
So we're drawing Mark Baker.
Mark Baker.
Okay.
There you go.
Lauren's dad, Mark Baker. Also, can you explain to everyone why your child calls your father butt or bums or whatever?
Yes. So my dad used to sing to Asher when he was a baby, and he would sing songs, and he would. Oh, good job. He would just add in bum ba da bum bum bum. Isn't that how Bum Bum sings?
Yeah.
And so he just became Bum Bum, and sometimes he's Bumsy Bear. Just depends on the day. All right.
I'm done.
Show him what you drew. Ooh. Mustache included. I love it.
Asher, what do you think about my drawing?
Does that look like Bum Bum?
Bums.
All right.
Yeah.
How about the next one you do as a flower? Last one.
Okay, last one, flower.
I'm gonna draw Buzz.
Buzz. How about you just draw a flower right here?
A flower or Buzz Lightyear?
Flower.
No, I'm
A
Buzz.
flower.
Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear. Okay, okay. I'm gonna try really hard on this one. I'm
Buzz
scared.
Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear.
Do the rest. No, black. Buzz
My Buzz-
Lightyear. Do the rest.
My Buzz Lightyear looks possessed.
All right. He's at it. He's now running with the Buzz drawing.
You know what my last one was?
What?
My last one is an ambulance.
Oh, you're drawing. Well, here, let's show him your Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear
All right.
and an ambulance.
And an ambulance added to
And
the
an
Buzz Lightyear.
ambulance.
All right. You finished your job. You did great. Now you can go do something else.
Hi, Dad.
Guys, this was my Buzz Lightyear. I tried really hard, but I think it looks like a mercenary.
You did great.
/ rapper
You did so great.
with a bear belly. I don't really know what happened. I'm sorry, everyone.
You did great.
Mindy voted for for my drawing of Mark Baker. So I won 1 point out of all that stuff. I'm pretty
Yeah.
okay. Leave me. I was trying my best, everyone.
Sherry,
Okay,
London's already in bed. She's
London's
sleeping.
already in bed. So yeah, tell everybody about who you are, what you do.
So my name's Lauren. I'm a mom. That's my number one job.
That's a big job.
And so I stay home with my kids.
How many kids do you have?
We have 2 kids, Asher, who you've already met, and London is just turned 1 in March 6th. So she is still a baby. So she's sleeping. And I have a home decor business that I specialize in making doormats, but I am not doing that right now. So
yeah. Oh, can you tell me a little bit about talking about your home business? How is this COVID stuff affected your small business?
So I haven't really been making much pretty much since London was born. But I feel like if I did have a website open, no one would be buying doormats at this current moment.
Yeah.
So
but your husband works full time, right?
my husband does. He is a lighting systems director at our church. So he does all of the lighting for all the campuses that we have. So currently he works at our house right now. But usually he works Sunday through Thursday. And then we have our weekends on Friday, Saturday.
Yeah. So tell me about what's been the best part of this quarantine for your family and what's been the hardest part? Alex, your husband, says he will always buy your doormats, except I don't feel like that's necessary because you make them.
So I think the hardest part and the best part have been the same thing. The best part has been that we've all been able to be home. And that just slows down our life a lot. When Asher goes to school Tuesdays and Thursdays, and that usually breaks up our week. And then Sundays, we pretty much spend all day at church. So between those, like Monday and Wednesday, and then Friday, Saturday, we're usually home. I'm usually home with the kids. And so having us all home has been really great because we've just kind of paused and been able to do some extra things while we stay home because we can't go anywhere else. Like today was warm enough to go outside and we spent a bunch of time outside. But I think equally the hardest part has been that we're all home. And I have a pretty good rhythm with how our life goes. Like I do all of our, usually Monday is laundry days and Thursdays are laundry days. And those have just been a little different because when Alex is home, it's different than when he's not here. So just kind of messes with our rhythm a little bit.
Sure. So, what can you tell us, like, have you built a new routine for your family, like now that you're just like home for forever? And if you have, like, what does that look like? What has seemed to work for you guys? What hasn't worked?
Yeah. So one thing we've tried to do is still get ready in the mornings and not like put clothes on that we would wear to, like Alex would wear to work, but just like he's been getting up and showering like he normally would, and like we have breakfast and he has coffee like we normally would. And so then after breakfast he starts working. And right now, well, we don't have an office in our house, so he just says or he just sits in the kitchen. And so it's been like they're having a bunch of Zoom or Teams meetings, and then I'm just casually walking back and forth in the background with the kids or whatever. And so yeah, we've been trying to like get ready, and that means like taking showers. Everybody brushes their teeth. Like we're not just like hanging out at home in our pajamas, even though most of the time we are in like home clothes, as we would call them. But we're trying to like, and then Asher's school has sent home some papers, like practicing writing letters and stuff, and he could use some work on his drawing. So we've been doing a lot of stuff like that in the routine. And of course we have electronics in our house, and we're not trying to spend a bunch of time on them, but they have come in handy, especially when it's been raining or too cold to go outside, and Asher just needs something where he isn't asking someone 5 billion questions. So.
Oh, look. So, Hi, Haley. Hi, Crystal. And sorry, man. It's not forever, but it's for a long time, probably. Brittany wants you to show the Holt cast. Hashtag Holt cast. So tell everyone what it is and show us what it is.
Okay, so Alex's dad is a facilities director at a church around here. and he is responsible for plowing their lots when it snows. And so he kind of made up this thing called the Holt and gives like unofficial weather updates from wherever he is and when he's driving and stuff. And so Asher decided to make his own Holt and he did a video, which I can post to my story later so everyone can see. But we've been changing out the day, and that's something they do at school, I think. So that's helped create some rhythm. And then he can pick out, that's cool. Sorry, this is backwards. He can pick out what the weather was. So this morning it was foggy and cloudy. We should have changed it because it got sunny. We have a goal for each day, and it usually is to go outside because every 3-year-old boy wants to go outside. But we have different things he can choose from for the goals. And then we have a memory verse that we're going to switch out once a week to just kind of during this time of uncertainty, just kind of build our days on that. And then I asked him a bunch of things he was thankful for, and I wrote them down. So one of the sweetest things was Daddy working from home. So that was what he said he was most grateful for this morning. So that's been super, I think that's all of it. Yeah, that's been a super fun thing. Making it took us quite a while. It took like an entire morning. So that was nice too. So
Did you have him make it with you?
He did make it with me. So he is really into cutting. He did add his own, I forgot to show you, his own artwork at the very end. I wrote it all, and then he helped me cut it and make these pockets. So
That's cool.
we spent and cutting with a 3-year-old is a terrifying thing because I don't know where our child scissors are. So he was using these, and he's like trying
That's
to cut
amazing.
like he's gonna chop his fingers off. So
yeah. Well, other parents that are in here, what ideas have you guys been doing with your kids to occupy their time? Because we'd love to hear that. So that there's more ideas for all the parents that are like, what do I do with my child for hours on end? Have you tried some things that like didn't work very well with him?
Well, I mean, yeah, we always try things that don't work, but we've been trying to have him help with like household chores, whether that's like helping with the dishes or helping fold laundry, and he can't really fold laundry or things like that. He just shoves them into the basket or something like that. But I do have him do things like to help me with London, because she's still a baby. So like he'll go and get me a diaper if her diaper needs changed. But some things, like, I feel like any unscheduled time he just does not do well with, unless it's just like a free play. Like, so we went to Disney. We thankfully got our Disney trip in, which, before Disney shut down. So when we got home, it was like 1 week of normal, and then we went into coronavirus crazy.
Yeah. So
he would wake up every day we got home from vacation and say, Mama, where are we going today? Because he was like in the mode of doing the actual most. So he is slowly getting down from that, but like he wants to go all the time. And now we're trying to like.
Sorry, you cut out for a hot second. What did you just say?
I said it has been harder to get him like around the days where we don't have anywhere to go. So we're trying to like, buddy, we can't go. We're trying to explain to him the best we can why we can't go out.
How have you decided to like talk about it, like COVID-19? Are you explaining to him like the whole pandemic idea, or are you like not talking about it? Also, I love these comments. Maggie said that today that she and her kids wrapped a diaper box with coloring sheets and called it the coloring cube.
Yeah.
And Ethan says he doesn't have kids, but he essentially is a kid, so he looks at birds and that's his coping strategy.
I love
which is hilarious.
And then Lacey said sensory bags. Yeah, sensory bags are awesome. Is it better now? I moved my phone.
It's better.
Okay, sorry about that. So we haven't really said the word coronavirus to him, I guess, because I just felt like that was unnecessary and he will never understand. But we have talked to him about how there's a lot of people who are getting sick, and we can help that problem by staying home, and also if we stay home, the chances of us getting sick go down. So I didn't want him to learn the word coronavirus, number one, because it's a huge word and it might sound like he's saying a swear word instead, and you never know. But I just didn't feel it necessary that he needed to know about it. I mean, I know that one day we'll tell him about it because he probably will never remember, but I don't know. I didn't really think much about it.
Yeah. Do you feel like your family like dynamics has been affected by staying home so much? Like, are you guys getting on each other's nerves more, or has it been like pretty much the same?
I think so. I love to be at home, and that's a fine thing for me. I think it's different when someone tells you that you have to stay home, and that just feels a little bit more. My mom says he knows that if we don't wash our hands, we will get sick because that's what he told her. Um, but
Nice.
I think
Hi, Mia
for
and
Alex,
Jenna.
he's definitely like a I need to go to work person. And so today he told me that this was the first day that he just felt so drained by like being on online meetings all day and just they're just trying to
Sure.
figure out a plan because I think everyone is because nobody knows what's going to happen and how long this is going to go on for. And there's this big thing called Easter coming in a few weeks, and that's a big thing around our house. So I think
Yeah.
it's just a lot of talking about the same thing. And so I don't think we've really gotten on each other's nerves, but the kids and I were at my parents' house for a few days last week. So we kind of had like a little bit of a break in this. And then our stay-at-home orders started, Tuesday night at midnight. So Wednesday
Okay.
at midnight. So we're on our first like official day, I guess.
Sure.
So it hasn't been super crazy yet, but
Super crazy. Yeah. Can I ask you what are things that you have been or are trying to spay? Don't spay anything, hopefully. Have paid special attention to in your marriage or in parenting to like make sure that you don't lose your mind as we all bunker down for the long term.
yeah. I think for parenting, like today I went out and got the trash cans because it's trash day at our house. And I just kind of like took a little bit of extra time walking up the driveway to just take a minute for myself. And so I think that and giving yourself unending grace in this time. I apologize for crabby whenever I am.
Yeah,
I just
that's
started
good,
reading.
Maggie.
I just started reading a book called Grumpy Mom Takes a Holiday, and it's been
Oh,
it's been a really good book to read just because I feel like patients are going to be tested in this time no matter what.
mhm.
And so I think giving yourself grace is probably the number one thing I've tried to do just because, especially when you can't go outside, it just feels like you're trapped in your
Sure.
house. And when you have a 1 and a 3-year-old, sometimes it's not very fun.
Yeah.
And I think I've been trying to like stay off social media like every other day. Ooh,
Hi,
and it's just
Francis.
saying out loud things I'm grateful for during the day. It's a great idea.
That's a good idea too.
Yeah. I think
Especially if you have kids, like, or
yeah.
I guess even if like if you're just married, like that's a good thing of
Yeah.
just
I
telling
think
people
saying out
things you're
loud
grateful for.
things that you're grateful for about the other people that you're trapped in your house with could be super helpful too, because if you are like getting on each other's nerves. But I've also been trying to like, I'll be on social media one day and then the next day try not to be just because it's just flooded with, well, anybody who's
Sure.
on here knows. So yeah.
Can I ask you, like, if you have just ideas, or like, well, I think for the follow-up question, I forgot. Are there things you're specifically doing for your marriage, besides
Ooh.
just like generally like taking some pause breaks for your kids?
So we tried to, so our kids go to bed, like London's usually in bed by 7:30, just because she sleeps for 12 hours a night and she's just done. And she's also teething. So by then she's like, put me in my bed. So she goes to bed and Asher's about to go to bed now. But we decided instead of just binge watching TV, Francis said, my family has instituted a let's be calmer when we talk to each other rule. I love it.
That's like a really good rule, except
That's
I
a
think
great
if I was
rule.
living with people right now, like I don't know if I would be able to follow it. I'd probably just be yelling constantly.
So we decided we didn't just want to do like binge watch TV shows on Netflix, even though there's no shame in that. We watch TV a lot. But we decided to pull out all of our board games and we borrowed
Okay.
we borrowed Battleship from Alex's grandparents and we're gonna have a tournament. So like every night we're gonna play one game and at the end of our
That's
quarantine
amazing.
see who the Battleship winner is, I guess. So
That's amazing. That's so
during
fun.
that time, like we just kind of can talk about our days or whatever has gone on and just kind of
Yeah.
have adult conversation, whereas we can't do that when our kids are around all the time.
Maggie says that they've been in shelter in place for a week where she is, and they still haven't figured it out yet, and definitely need balance. But when everybody's together, it's weird. But they did join Friends Online for Mario Kart, which is a great idea. I also want to say, like, part of like starting today with a game, like I was thinking for everybody here that's like doesn't have a family like me, I'm just by myself alone in my apartment, which I'm not hating on. I like it, but like there's so many ways that you can like help your friends out that do have kids, and it's like it's such an easy thing to be like, let me FaceTime your kids and do an activity with them or play a game with them or read them a story for 30 minutes for an hour so that you guys could have date night like earlier or whatever, or like just so you guys can get a break and you can go like sit in your room and be quiet or whatever. But just thinking through like
Sherry Plummer did offer to read Asher some books, or I guess London too, but she said, just call me and I'll read them books. I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's so cool. Do you have any ideas generally for moms and dads out there to do this for the long haul? Oh, Maggie says there's online zoo people and drawing classes online that are legit.
Ooh.
Online zoo people. What does that mean? Like,
I think they're taking animals from the zoo. Like I heard about the Cincinnati Zoo or something, and they're showcasing an animal one time per day or something. That's what I've heard. We haven't actually watched, but there's a bunch of like
giving Spanish lessons on FaceTime with some friends' kids. That's so productive and educational. That's incredible.
Yeah. If you don't consider yourself a craft person in this time, if your state has gone on to shelter in place, call your friends who are craft people and tell them to dig out of their closets and mail you something, because everybody who's a craft person has stuff in their closets that they can give you. So if you don't have anything, you can call me, because I have a large craft closet and we've just been looking at what we have and getting by with what we can. So
that's good. Yeah, I'm not a craft person. I'll never do crafts with any of your kids. But if you want me to make fun of them via an iPad for an hour, I can. And draw bad pictures for them.
Oh my goodness.
Any final words? Anything else that you want to share before I ask you my fun question?
Busy Toddler, Maggie said, is a great resource. It's an Instagram page that this mom, I'm not sure much about her, but she shares a ton of activities for toddlers that are amazing. So
that's cool.
A good resource to have.
Yeah, and I think like even now, like I work with older kids, I work with 6th to 8th graders, and if people have those or know people that have them, this is such a good time. Like they're kind of like forced to be with you, and I know that can either make it like a lot worse, but this is like a good time to be creative on how to connect with them, like how to explore freedoms with them and help them to feel like they can make choices and engage with them in conversations, pick their brains on the things that they're thinking, play a video game with them, like whatever that looks like, just to add some further connection. Because I think like I did an Instagram live this morning for work, and I asked the kids how their top emotion of the day, and they just wrote bored. And like, I mean, I feel like that's like a really like normal thing when you're in 6th or 12th grade, but it's just such a good reminder. Like we have opportunities to help kids think that through, and I think that's like a little bit different than like a toddler, but still good to keep in mind. Like all kids need to be engaged in this time, and there's creative ways to do it.
And I think no matter if you're a mom or a parent or just someone, there's no shame in just reaching out to someone and saying like, I feel lonely, or I don't feel good about what's going on in our world. Like there's no shame in that. And no one will think that you're crazy. Hopefully never, but especially in this time, just like connecting with people, like you said, and saying like, I just don't feel well today. Can you pray for me? Or can you just send me something that you're doing for fun that's helping you? So no shame.
Yeah, I did that this morning to Lauren. I was feeling super anxious when I woke up, and I was like, can you please pray for me? And she did. And it was so like, and she sent me a voice text, and that was so nice. Like, it's nice to like, especially like when people, whether you have faith or you don't, like when you're reaching out for you to respond with more than just like, yes, like, yeah, I care about you, but like to just take that easy next level to be like, no, I really care about you, and I'm there for you in whatever ways we can be right now with miles apart.
Hi, Jess Ross.
Hi, Jess Ross. All right, tell us, what are your top 3 shows or movies that you would suggest to watch during quarantine?
I
And Maggie
suggest.
says stay-at-home moms and homeschool families who are used to being home aren't used to this, so it's good to reach out and check on everyone,
Yeah,
no matter their
for
child
sure.
status.
Absolutely. My three shows to binge watch or rewatch or whatever watching you're doing. Number one is Boy Meets World. Oh, you can never go wrong. Number two,
I've never actually seen an episode of that. Okay, keep your judgmental eyes to yourself.
I'll send you
Jess
my
says
Disney.
that Lauren's awesome, which I agree, except for the part where you judged me. That's rude.
I'll send you my Disney Plus login. You can watch an episode and tell me what you think.
I have it already. My sister made my icon Edna mode, so whatever.
So Boy Meets World, you can never go wrong with Parenthood, and we're gonna rewatch The Hunger Games.
Oh, those are so good. I love Parenthood. I cried like every episode in Hunger Games. I live for that. Although it feels like we're living in the Hunger Games right now. So.
It sure does.
This is like District 13 crap, y'all. All right. Thank you so much for talking with me tonight. And thank you, everybody, for all your amazing ideas and suggestions. They're so cool and very helpful. So hope everyone, don't call me Edna. It's rude. I hope you guys have a great night. And love you, Lauren. Love you guys in there. Bye.
Bye.